Hello and welcome back to another episode on Tito TV. I got my wife here, and in honor of us being inside all the time, we have matching hairdos. What do you think? So today we're going to be reacting to some videos from the channel Share My Story, and I'll put it in the description below. And these are animated stories that have these insane titles and insane stories and marketed as real stories. But my wife and I know better, right, baby?
Yeah, I don't know.
We decided on one of them that we read the title and we're very curious as to what went down here. It's called My Dad Thinks I'm Dead. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start watching it and we'll have it in the back for you guys to see.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to tell you, but in my defense, I was only 14 when it happened. Okay, my mom died when I was little, so it was just me and my dad. You'd think that would make us really close, kind of us against the world, but I don't think he ever really wanted to be a parent. He always had something more important to do than spending time with me. Of course, I tried everything to get my dad's attention. One time I got into so much trouble that the police brought me home. I hoped my dad would get angry or show some sign of him being worried about me. But instead, he was just annoyed and told me I was an embarrassment. He also said I should sort myself out because I'd be an adult.
That's so rude.
So, I don't know, like, what do you think so far?
The dad kind of sounds like a jerk.
That kind of sounds like a jerk. I mean, he's a single dad.
Yeah, I understand, like, it's gotta
He's, like,
be
working
difficult.
and stuff, right?
Like, yeah, I get that, but
Yeah,
his
it's
mom
true.
died,
Yeah. Like, you need to take time with your kids, you know? I mean, what if you had a kid that came home and was brought by the police? Would you be happy or would you
No,
be...
I'd be mad.
So I think it's
I
a
think
fair
so.
reaction. I don't know. All right, let's
No,
just keep
that's-
watching. Let's see what you...
Soon, and would have to look after myself. I was so mad at him, but I tried one last thing to get his attention. I packed a bag with all the things I need to live on my own for a few days. Then,
All the things you need to live on your own. What do you need to live on? You need food. For a week.
Probably a
A
sleeping
week's
bag.
worth of food.
I mean, come on.
Maybe he went to a friend's house or something. But yeah, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, some kind of showering mechanism, water. Where you can get water. I mean, all right, kind of iffy.
I waited for a big storm, and when it hit, I went down to the beach with
Wait a second. What? He went to
He's gonna try.
on a canoe. What the frick? Where are you going? Where is he gonna go?
their canoe.
Oh, you what?
I was gonna say I ran away from home once.
Let's hear it. Let's go ahead and animate this too. Wow,
Anyway.
what age?
I don't know. I was under 11, something like that.
Okay, and then what?
And I packed lots of food in a backpack and a little blanket.
What kind of
A
food?
change of clothes.
What kind of food did you pack? Yes, go ahead. Tell the audience, please. This is the kind of food she packed. All right, go ahead. Tell us, baby.
So I packed some saltine crackers.
Nutritious.
I don't know. That's all I remember. I know there's
Saltines
more
and water. Those two do not. One dries your mouth. The other one. What? Oh, bro.
That's all I remember. It's the saltine crackers.
Okay. Well, what else? And then
It was
you
a
went back
really
home?
hot day, and I walked a really long way. I just rhymed.
Rapper alert.
And I ended up at a friend's house, but I didn't want them to know I was there. I didn't want his mom to call my mom and take me home, which is exactly what ended up happening. So I was like hiding outside their house. They had like a stack of hay bales or something, and it was really hot. So I was kind of glad when they found me so I could go home. That way I didn't necessarily go home like willingly. I was brought home. So
Okay, all
my
right.
mom
That's
knew I
enough.
was mad.
All right, let's get back to the actual story that we came here to watch, okay? He's on a canoe. He's about to leave
In a storm.
in a
apparently.
storm. So let's get back into it.
Then I put a few empty pain pill bottles into the canoe and shoved it into the water. I let the canoe drift away to make it look like I'd fallen overboard. Then I checked into a cheap motel using a fake ID.
What's with the pain pill bottles? Like he OD'd
Like he
or something?
overdosed, maybe? I thought he was going to escape on a canoe or something. But he's trying to fake his death. We don't know where
Okay.
he got.
He put his backpack in the canoe. How does he have his backpack
That's
again?
true.
I don't really know what I was expecting to happen next. I wasn't even sure if my dad would notice I'd gone. 2 days later, I put on a hoodie and sunglasses and went to buy some food. When I saw the local newspaper,
Wait, 2 days later, when he had everything he needed for 7 days.
I thought it was only a couple of days.
I thought he said 7 days.
Oh.
For like a week.
I thought he said 2 days.
Maybe we gotta go back and check.
I couldn't believe it. The headline said, 14-year-old missing in the ocean. Apparently, hundreds of people were searching for me. They'd even sent out the search and rescue helicopters.
Did he not watch the news while he was gone for 2 days? I don't even think police make a report if it hasn't been like 48 hours or something. Like, it's just 2 days. They already got helicopters out. Nah. Nah.
In that moment, I felt so ashamed. I never thought so many people would go looking for me. I just wanted my dad to show he cared. I didn't know what to do. So in the end, I just went to the police and told them what I'd done. They took me home to my dad.
Oh boy.
He in trouble now.
So he got arrested, like was brought home by the police the first time, and his dad was mad. What do you guys think is gonna happen the second time? I mean, this could be a turnaround story of heartfelt warmth and whatever, and the dad would be like, I just didn't want
Not by the look on his face.
That's true, his face.
He wasn't happy to see me. All he could do was go on about how much trouble I'd caused him. I was very disappointed. And the next day, I left him for good.
So he leaves again.
Oh my god.
After he faked his death, just to have his dad say, son, you faked your death, and man, that really opened up my eyes.
Moody teenager syndrome over here.
Yeah, no joke. No freaking joke.
never went back and never called him again. It's hard living on your own when you're 14. I had to lie about my age to get low-paid jobs, and life was tough for many years. Until I hit 18 and I joined the Navy. It was the best thing I ever did. For the first time in my life, I felt like I belonged, that I was surrounded by people who were family. I'm still close friends with most of the people who trained with me. Unfortunately, after a couple years, I broke my ankle badly and was discharged. Luckily, I discovered it wasn't too late to go to college. I found a cheap community college, which was all I could afford, and I graduated at 25. College changed my life. I met my wife Sissy there, and we have a daughter together. Being married with a kid isn't always easy. But I tell my wife and child I love them every single day. I know how painful it is to live without feeling loved, and there's no way my daughter is going to grow up thinking her dad doesn't care. My childhood was tough, but it doesn't define me. Just because my dad didn't love me doesn't mean that I can't love my daughter and my wife. Thanks for listening to my story, and please subscribe to this channel.
Honestly, the ending seemed kind of plausible.
Okay, this bugs me so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, his dad, nowhere in this story did it say his dad was abusive, that his dad didn't provide for him, that he wasn't at least healthy and had a bed and a roof over his head and could go to school. Like, this kid, I mean, yeah, maybe he was a little lonely. Like, yeah, he misses his mom. Yeah, maybe, like, the dad could have done a little bit better, but nobody's perfect. Like, this kid is ridiculous for running away
Twice
at the age of 14 and never seeing his dad again, and then being like, I'm never gonna let my daughter think I don't love her. Who the heck said your dad never loved you? Just because he was working and busy and a single parent and got mad at you for being stupid.
There you go. Let it out, baby. Just let it out.
Kids these days.
Well, she took the words right out of my mouth.
Wow.
This story was kind of crazy. We're going to check out some more, even though it frustrates the crap out of her. Honestly, I might just watch these just to get the reaction out of her. You know, this is probably what y'all want to see. But good job, baby.
This kid.
Way to go. Way to see. All right, well, that's it for today's video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, go ahead and click that subscribe button because we're going to have more content coming your way. Also, let us know in the comments other things that you want us to react to because we would love to do that, you know, especially get this one really hyped up. So please give us some suggestions. Otherwise, we'll continue to do what we do. Thanks so much. See you later. You got something to say?
No.
Bye.
See ya.
It made you mad?
Yes. It made me mad.
But you ran away at 11.
Okay, but I came back.
Unwillingly.
No.
Yeah.
I made it look like it was not reality. Besides, I always knew I would come back. I was just mad at my mom because she was making me clean.
Carol, are you watching this, Carol? Because she's still mad at you probably for making her clean.
I'm not so mad.
You know?
No.
Okay, good.